There's been a bit of illness, sickness in the Mailbag group. I don't want to talk about other people's health issues, of course. I'll keep it general and just say the blokes that been in Victoria. They're having a hard time at the moment dealing with race meetings with the B-grade jockeys and, still have to bet. But these B-grade jockeys just haven't been doing the job for them and they've been getting beat and they've been blown up. Try betting on the jockeys in Queensland. You'll feel better about yourself when you have a look what I've got to deal with compared to what you deal with. Be grateful for where you are and what you have. See you tomorrow, punters.
When's that? No. What day is it, Len? Tuesday morning. Took the day off yesterday, first off in a while. Played golf with the king of the NFTs, Sean Bright, Mick Ryan, and also I don't know if we can tell the story of who. It wasn't Mick, but one of the guys who played golf, Darcy. One of the blokes who played golf with had a torn bumhole. A torn bumhole, right? So to fix his torn bumhole, right, he's got Botox. Hey, Lenny, he's got Botox in his bum, which takes 2 weeks to fill. It's amazing stuff. So, as you can imagine, every time he exerted himself to crunch the pill, it's, you know what I mean? Anyway, Tuesday morning, so we'll go through, finish off Sandown. Jackson's done most of the work. Really, really good weeks racing in Victoria this week. So we've got Flemington, we've got Sandown Wednesday, Valley Friday night, Flemington Saturday. Hope to get on course with Jacko at least on Wednesday. Have a meeting tomorrow morning, which is Wednesday, with to hopefully finalise the setup we're going to do with Dave Oostis Racing. Apparently, Dave Oostis, who's got the strongest set of eyebrows in racing, met Josh Kavanagh, who is starting to work at the Ciurleo, who I would say has the strongest set of eyebrows in the punting world. So they're combining. No doubt their ancestors were connected at some point. What do you reckon, Len? Anyway, that's us. I just saw that we offered 80k for that horse. Then followed up with a text message. That was on Thursday. It's now Tuesday morning, not a word. So, living and learning as we go in the thoroughbred space. Still nothing, no correspondence. So, make of that what you will.
I've always sort of wanted to, or thought I wanted to, not necessarily live off the grid, but just be able to one day just switch off everything that connects me to the world and just live in the moment and create my own memories and live my own life without, having to work for anyone else or provide a service for anyone or be fed, misinformation or information that triggers me, like politics and shit like that. And just completely be oblivious to the world, and hopefully the world completely oblivious to me. So part of that strategy is an investment strategy to get me there. Now, one of the things that I wanted to do is rent vest, and I wanted to do that, when the market cycles up, and I think we're in that up cycle now. So I'm sort of considering selling the house. Someone's just made it like an unsolicited offer, basically an off-market offer, because some places around us had sold, and anyway. So we've got an opportunity to sell, and we've got a neighbour that's going to rent their house out. So it's just like the universe is calling me to do this. It's not a coincidence. It's right thing, right time. I think can't see a lot of negatives. Gives me an opportunity to invest in places that I'm already invested in. But it gives me more bullets. I think we're living in an era of sort of a revolution of how we do business, how we live. I think we're seeing that in that digital space, and the more I look at it and the more I research and the more I talk to sharps that are heavily involved, the more I think it's probably one of the best bets that I've seen in my adult life, where I've actually had some money to invest. So thinking about doing it.
"7:30 Wednesday morning. Genuinely crooky, like proper. I'm short of breath. I've got a massive head cold feeling. My joints are aching. I'm shivering. I'm fucked, basically. I've got to film the traders map with Jackson this morning, but I'll be doing it from bed because I'm so gone. Ashes day 2, got a good position. Hopefully Australia can bat. They'll get through the first 2 sessions before any chance of rain, so they'll probably make 150 for 4. Tail will wag a bit later in the day. They'll make 250. They'll lead by 125 odd by the end of the day. And then I'll cash out. Give Lisa and the kids access to all my crypto and NFTs and betting accounts, and then just prepare to die, basically. I'm fucked. I can't go on like this. There's no way out.
Hey all, Rhoden, M full stop, checking in for BagLife midweek. Just watching a bit of cricket before the races start today. Ciurleo and Oldham, after a flyer in their new career as cricket traders / advisors, an orgy of self-congratulation at some point, no doubt. Speaking of Jackson, absolutely horrified to discover this morning, exchanging messages, that he'd never heard of the TV show The Wire, probably the second greatest show ever made. Really knocked me back on my heels a bit, to be honest. I know I'm getting older and I might be a bit out of touch, but I didn't realise I was that out of touch, that iconic cultural moment like The Wire is just nothing to the next generation. It's staggering. I'm at a loss. I am at a loss as to know what to do with that information. Anyway, I'll try and rise above it. See ya.
Wednesday Arvo, England crumbling at the Gabba. Very green deck. In a great position thanks to the traders, Matt. Great to see Mitch Stark of Warnie Hates fame taking a key wicket there with the 44 overall rock. Full credit to Mitch Stark for doing that. Well done. The boys look up and about. Summer's officially here. Life's good. A little bit of progress on the bloodstock front, but we'll try and have a proper update for you next week. On my way now, it's basically afternoon. I felt like having a beer, but I had a coffee. If I had a beer, I would have had a goat lager because I'm hydrated by goat lager. I love it. Never had a hangover. The beer is brewed in Richmond. They actually suck a hose every morning, like out of the Yarra. So it's like organic goodness in that beer that pumps through your veins and just keeps you sweet. Do all that. I don't know if that's true, but it sounds good. I've had a coffee because we're on our way to Sandown. Twilight racing. I'm not going to do the whole card. Our man Jackson is. I'm just going there to sort of a bit of moral support and hopefully watch this first horse win. We've taken something like $3.50. It's into $1.95. Untested, unraced, just a beautiful trawler. Formal out of the trawler, looks good. Great position. There's nothing like driving to Sandown in summer, like right about now, in great positions. Basically, the punting week starts properly Wednesday, and to just get off the mark with a big 4 through fucking the covers would just be outstanding. So Freeze Fred, please, Freemans, and please Godolphin. Royal Sandown, race 2. Horses behind the barriers just over there. Jackson's 1 from 1. That 2-year-old absolutely pissed in. We are, like as we said, a minute out from the second here. How are we feeling about this, Jacko?
Yeah, well, we're 1 for 1 and hopefully to go 2 for 2. We've just beaten the market here. Hoping the horse really where this sort of better than midfield. Ollie's horses are drifting pretty badly in the market as I kind of thought it would. So happy with our position. Hope to go 2 for 2.
Only one race, first leader won, but that was a $1.90 favourite. Track thoughts?
I mean, you can't. And it was out of a 1,000-metre shoot as well, 2-year-old race. I can't really tell.
Tried to snag you there. You didn't even bite. Well done. You are a professional. And that isn't a shadow. That's what this guy's wearing tracksuit pants to the track. Where'd you get them from? Just for anyone watching at home who might want to get involved.
This was H&M.
Oh,
If you want to get on board H&M, hit me up.
Jackson at themailbag.com.au. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the underbelly of Sandown race course. This is where the magic really happens. Post race, that's a bookies ring, believe it or not. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 that side, maybe 4 the other side. Jacko's in here debriefing after that race, replay screen. That's what we sort of used to do on course all the time. How did we go there? What happened? That was race 2?
Yeah, race 2. Got the horse, probably just a PL2 too far back than what I thought. But even if we were closer, I think we only probably run 3rd.
It's always hard mapping a trial horse, so in a big field like that.
Yeah, it was probably just a little bit more dour than what I thought.
We've run 4th though, haven't we?
Yeah. We've run 4th.
At least you didn't back the Ollie's horse that you thought jumped and led when actually it settled last and then ran 3rd.
Had the winner sort of close to on top in the yard as well, but just couldn't back. I think we priced it near 30 to 1, so couldn't get involved.
And just for anyone asking, what was the sort of motivation this afternoon when getting dressed? We've gone with the white top matching the white wheels.
Yeah, well,
with these fascinating tracksuit pants, which has just blown my head away. So we've got a blue tracksuit pant which fades into a white line and then a black top.
Yeah, well, so it was a bit cold, and it was comfort over style. So I'm thinking tracky pants. I've got these white. I'm not going to wear white on white on white. Also, I've gone with these, a little bit of flair, a little bit of colour up to Sandown.
Peacocking at Sandown.
I'm happy with it.
And if anyone watching wants to get involved,
if they want to get involved,
Jackson at themailbag.com.au. So Jackson's just finished his sort of post-race review. No cricket screens, which is a bit of a miss by the MRC. But
it was on this one.
It was there, but Jackson's doing what Jackson does to make him feel safe. He's got the bomb up.
So
it's not even...
The ground's about here, so like where...
This is the Brisbane bomb.
Yeah, this is the Brisbane. Well, there's no point having the Melbourne bomber.
Oh, there were a few dark clouds around. Have you got a prediction for Melbourne? And how... I don't know if there's any lead left in the pencil after Jacko returned on the weekend, but Jane Bunn's just released a subscription service for weather updates.
Yeah, 10,000 for 10 years.
For the Platinum?
Yeah, for the Platinum.
It's a big commitment to deliver product for 10 years, isn't it?
It is. But I'll be invoicing bag.com.au. 10,000 will be jumping in the account. No, but a year for just the... I'm assuming just the basic stuff's only like $96, so I'll be paying for that. $96 will be jumping out of my account.
Jane, we've obviously got a bit of weather narrative at the mailbag.com.au. Weather patterns very relevant to how tracks race, and that's obviously very relevant to how we bet. If you'd like to get involved, Jackson at themailbag.com.au. So we're watching them parade now. I don't want to put the camera on because I don't want to get in too much shit. What's one or two of the main sort of factors that you'd focus on when you're watching them walk? We're watching them parade.
The walk overall would be the key factor. We like a nice loose walk.
Yeah, so a nice loose walk, so a horse that's stretching out, sort of comfortable in itself. More common in a stayer, say, than a sprinter. But Also, you've got to, like, so 14 has just almost rear-ended the 11,
Race 3, by the way.
which is rear-ending the 1. So, like, they're jam-packed, they're unable to walk well. Any other factors you sort of focus on that you want to give away to the punter?
No.
Kind strapper, a nice strapper is valuable. I'll try and get on tape for when we get down there next to the fence next time, but last race and every race, I like to yell at, "Go Bella! Bella!" to make Jacko a little bit nervous.
You always make me nervous.
What?
Why? Because you're like a loud extrovert, and I just don't want anybody to like talk to me or look at me ever.
Bella! You just giggled. How's in run been since COVID?
Had my first losing meeting at Mornington on Friday, but prior to that it was 20 winning meetings in a row. So I just.
Alright. Here we are at Warwick Farm, hopefully not doing fake business but doing real business. I'm real keen on number 3 here for Uncle Chris. Black Wand, I think it's called. Perfect waller, perfect. A touch of sharpness. One danger, the 4 with Tommy Sherry is flying. The rest look like walkers. 380 to see is more of a fair price. It ran off fence at Canterbury, which is a big forgive. Off you go. There it is. Bit of strength. This doesn't win, we're losing.
Black Queen rallying on the inside. Apache Bell down the outside. A big danger. Black Queen in front from Apache Bell. Black Queen in front, and the favourite wins at Black Queen.
Just finished at Royal Sandown. Well, I did my little shift. Jackson's still grinding. The wind tunnel dropped in degrees so severely that my little bones just had enough. Great to see Jacko riding winners. Kieran Mark training winners. Jacko riding winners. Full credit to Ellerton, not Ellerton Zara, but just Ellerton for training one on his own on the Metro meeting. Well done. Momentum for him. Momentum for us. Race 1 horse started $1.95 and pissed in. Jackson steers the rest of the way home. Got stopped on the way out by a bloke who really enjoys the content and had a great chat to him. It was actually incredibly rewarding and very grateful for that. I feel good about myself because of it, so thank you. What do we do tonight? So Jackson finishes off here. We have to adjust all the time the way we do it because the schedule's changed. So it's twilight racing. So it might be sort of 5 o'clock or 6. I don't even know. It's later. It's later than it should be. And we've got a double header Friday night plus a Geelong Friday, Warrnambool tomorrow. Warrnambool's done. Will is helping as well now. So we'll sort of, as a team, get most of it done tonight, especially the sexy looking races, and try and make some decisions sort of when I want to get home, put the kids to bed, and then Jackson will be home, and if he's fresh enough we'll go through it, and we will try and sort of make some decisions for a Saturday, so that most of Thursday will be like sort of just a little tidy up, and most of it's a day off just to freshen up a little bit, maybe play some golf. Friday afternoon, just had a beautiful little lunch at the Stomping Ground
Brewery, yep.
which now coming here makes a lot of sense. Mark was a bit sort of about the Stomping Ground, and we came to a place where he doesn't live, but he could live because he knows every fucking bloke that lives here, that drinks here. It's Friday afternoon, and it's just like his family's here. What's this joint called? How much do you love it?
This is the Yorkshire Stinger Hotel in Abbotsford. I live across the road, and I come here a bit to unwind after a big day on the pump. You know it is. Yeah, it's nice vibe.
He's already punched back a branded dart, which we're not. Well, might have to mailbag the branded dart out, but just the fact that it was branded was a big sort of alpha play, I thought. And he actually had a lighter in his pocket, but he went around and asked for a lighter just to show the other boys that I have branded darts. Obviously something he does at his pub more often than not. We're just going to settle in, watch a bit of the cricket, and just catch up, have a nice arvo.
Right, and you've obviously seen a lot of Ashes series. We've got a fan question from Shane in, where's he from? From Toowoomba.
What a shithole that is. Too.
Mark Wood's been touching 150 clicks. Shane wants to know, how is he compared to Harold Larwood, who you would have seen as a youngster.
What a day that was. First day of the Body Iron series in 1932. I'll never forget it.
You waxed cool in primary school.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
What's the interaction like between Rhoden and the staff members?
Well, I'm putting the kids through school.
First name basis, yeah, you can tell that he's an important client. You know, like, if this was sports bet, he'd be a massive loser. That sort of stuff, you know. Like, it's an important part of their ecosystem. I'm going to talk about how Mark come to be part of the Mailbag family. So we originally had a beer at that pub.
The All Nations up the road here, yep.
What was it called?
The All Nations.
That good bloke owns it.
Bob?
Bob.
Yeah, Bob O'Kane.
I really love and still do Mark's work on Twitter. The speedboat beer, I fucking love that.
That was probably a high point. It's been all downhill since then.
Nah, you're still the first 11 for Twitter operators, I reckon.
Okay, all right, let's not say
And
much.
I live real close to that pub, so I was like, you sound like you're close, let's have a sit.
Yeah, you got in touch with me, so that was a good year or more before I joined the Mailbag, wasn't it?
I think we start doing a bit of content?
I was doing stuff for you, just on the side, because I had a gig with Champion Vets and also Winning Edge back then, but you were doing, well, you just started the Mailbag, I think we've been up for a little while. And I'd come on a few shows when Big Sydney Racing was on,
Yeah.
and film upstairs there at the All Nats. But you kept harassing him to come on full time.
Harassing.
Harassing, I'm not saying you're Tim Payne or anything like that, but you were very busy on the phone.
I don't know how you covered for yeah, eventually the content was getting so I thought good and had scope, but it was getting awkward in promoting someone else's sort of business.
Yeah, well that's a fair point, and it just sounded a lot more fun and coming out in the Mailbag, and it has been. It's been great to be genuinely part of a team. You know, all jokes aside. Speak to Rob every time he goes to the races, and that's a great help to me, and I hope it's useful to him. But even...
Have you ever met anyone like Rob?
Shit, no. No, have you?
There was someone, but I can't remember who it was, that reminded me of Rob.
Oh, well, I've never met... I'm looking forward to meeting him in person, because he's Sydney-based and I'm in Melbourne, so...
What about Peter?
Well... I don't know. No, Peter...
Have you got a read on Peter yet?
I have not got a read on Peter. I was saying when we were having lunch, you know, I've known him for about 2 years now, and I think he likes me. I'm pretty sure. But he's a great judge, great operator, and I'm very glad I do know him. He's a very sharp guy.
It's definitely turned into a really nice sort of team atmosphere, hasn't it?
It's a team atmosphere, and we all have similarities and differences between all of us. I mean, we're all into racing, that's probably the key similarity, but everyone approaches it differently.
Everyone in the team's pretty weird, and just in their own way, though.
And yeah, we're all on different parts of the spectrum.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're all residents of the spectrum. But we reside in different postcodes on that spectrum. Yeah. That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
We're all on the spectrum.
Yep, in one way or another. I mean, you wouldn't want, and I mean this with the greatest of respect, you wouldn't want 5 Shane Ciurleos.
No, Shane's on that end of the spectrum, Chris is on the other. Yeah. We all just sort of float in between.
Yeah.
In the words of the famous poet, Justin Timberlake, cry me a river.
Yeah, g'day punters, out here on Earturn Will's balcony. Had a magnificent afternoon with Jay Dickens and M. Rhoden. Bit of business sort of stuff going on behind the scenes. We may reveal it to you in time. M. Rhoden in his element down there in Collingwood. I mean, fair dinkum. It's a motley crew of absolute creatures down there, and M. Rhoden is treated like a celebrity that he is. I'm about 72 kilos ringing wet and I've had about 10 pints, and M. Rhoden just makes a pot look like a pony, I would say. M. Rhoden. Do not get into a drinking sort of battle with him. Absolutely smack something at fucking Doom in that kettle stand, I'll tell you what. Magnificent. No, it's all happening, it's all very exciting. Bye for now, punters.
So let's go, let's go! You know we're superstars, we are who we are!
I'm sure this video started with 7 hours later. Fucking internet.
1 pair of pants later.
Anyway, 7:15 a.m. Beautiful blue skies here in Toowoomba. All the sheets are done, just waiting for the scratchings now, and we'll update market. Saturdays, it's a horses for courses day at Eagle Farm. Toowoomba track will be fine. The Gold Coast track is a bit like my head. It's in desperate need of renovation. So we'll just play it as we go. Bet the other boys' stuff, now that the interns are doing New Zealand, I get to bet from 9:30 a.m. until 9:30 p.m. in Queensland. So that's exciting for those with a sickness like myself. But, you know, who needs that sentimental bullshit anyway? Takes more than just a memory to make me cry.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
It's a bit on here this morning. Bailey got home at 4:30 a.m, so I don't know he's going to be doing much today. Conundrum here. He's left a half-eaten kebab on the bench. I think I'm going to eat it. Looks so good. It's lamb, but because it's got onion on it, will that kill the salmonella? I'm pretty fucking tough.
Meanwhile.
Yeah, Sammy Ciurleo here, Shane's dad, or Curly, or whatever you dickheads at the Mailbag call him. Anyway, I'm bloody proud of me young fella. He was my oldest boy, but you know, he's just a betting, piss drinking, partying fucking legend, really. Never seen anything like it. Bloke's a fucking machine. Just wins and drinks. That's all he bloody does. About time he pulls his bloody head in and start doing a bit of real work, you know? He's fucking out of control, the kid.
Many hours later.
Alright, so Saturday night, bit of a strip out. I've lost about 9 units for the punters at Randwick. Frustrating day, didn't seem too bad, but just the cards didn't fall, and that's the punt. But saved, personally, by the amazing set by Jacks at Flemington. They just knocked it out of the park. So, which is often the case with the Mailbag. You know, someone has a down day, someone has a good day, so it's sort of evened out. But I've got no time to mope. I've got to be Uber dad now. I've got the 12-year-old, as I said, 12-year-old sleepover, 4 girls. Got a bit of karaoke now, so yeah, just going to enjoy that and you know, put today behind me and look forward to Wyong on Wednesday. All right, bye for now.
Just a little Flemington review for today. Just got home. Mounting Garden Mail obviously went really well today. We won sort of 20 odd units, maybe a little less, 19 or 20 units. Found them well. Our prices were really good. It was mostly the prices today over the yard. Like, the yard was just confirming a couple of things that I liked. But like, for example, last winter Pioneer River didn't even sort of parade that well. I was just convinced it was going to be the right part of the track, and it was an overlay for us. So it went really well. A couple of close finishes sort of helped out. I didn't think we sort of bet any better than yesterday, to be honest. Thought, like yesterday, Moonee Valley and Geelong was a really good set. We just had a couple of close finishes sort of go our way today, unlike yesterday, and unlike sort of the week and a half prior, where we've been taking really good prices and not getting the results. We got the results today, so it was good. Hopefully carry that momentum. Just the one bet tomorrow for Bendigo. Haven't been as confident on that bet as I have for a long time, and the stakes sort of reflected that. We've had 3.8 units on, so hopefully that gets up and it can cap off a really good weekend.
Big day, big afternoon. Had a little bit of a setback with the captain's picks. We went 6 units out, nothing back, but we're winning overall. We'll bounce back next week, but we bounced back today for the big stuff, the proper stuff. And we deserve to. Jackson deserved to. He's been in the trenches, working his ass off for a long time. And we haven't been getting what's fair, but we did today. It turned. The squad Luke Nolan taking on Alana Kelly with not Prince Aaron, but Aaron Bay. We still managed to dominate today and have a big result. He's taking a good price and a big bet for tomorrow too. So life's good. We're winning. The intern's winning in New Zealand even. That's how good we're going. 5-0 last week, NFL. Got to figure out which teams are going to pick out of the air for this week's episode. But as long as I can keep in front of Matty Punts, I'm happy there. McFlurries are on the way. Cookies and cream with M&M, double shot. Yeah, a few goats. Life's good. Swimming lessons tomorrow, which is the Tour de France to get there. But it's a beautiful night here in Melbourne. It's cold, but the sun's out, wind's up. Life's good. We're back. We are back.
It's Stupendo with 50 metres to go, led by 3/4 of a length to Kin, trying hard, but full credit to Stupendo, who held on to win.